Hi, this is Wendy Yellen, and I'm glad to see you back for another COVID crisis support Eidetic experiential video from your COVID support Eidetic video library. This image that we're going to do today, every image was created by Dr. Akhtar Asen, and this particular image is easy and really powerful and effective and simple. You know how when, I know you know, when your mind gets stuck on something and you cannot stop thinking about it, you can't stop worrying about it, you can't stop perseverating on it, it feels like it's 24/7, it feels very all-consuming, and even when you're not thinking about it, some part of you can tell that it's creeping around underneath. Well, one way to think about that is that the mind is over-focusing on something, and it can't let go. Like it's the center of our concentration. It's the center of our mind, and we can't see or feel or think about anything else. That's, if you will, a real structure, a real way that the mind works, this over focus. And I know you've seen it when you get going on even before now times, when you get going on a project, and especially if there's some, well, whether it's troubling or not, and you just can't, it just gripping it with your teeth and tearing it and holding that bone, and you can't relax, you can't let go. It just takes over. Now, there are times when it can be wonderful for something to take over. Making love comes to mind. Certain kinds of creativity come to mind. Being creative about a project, for example. But we're not talking about those kinds. We're talking about the over-intense focus. So what do? Trying to get yourself not to do that generally is completely unsuccessful for many reasons, which I won't go into right here. So let's do something different. With an eidetic image, a quick reminder that an eidetic image is not a visualization. The three things that you really want to remember is that you're looking at the image that I'm going to give you. So you're actually seeing it, usually with your eyes closed. There will be feelings that come, and that's a really important part. As you looking comes first, and then the feelings emerge from what you're seeing. Very important order to that. It changes how the mind works. And you're not controlling it. So you're not telling yourself, well, this is what I should see, or but that wouldn't make sense. You don't want to be talking to yourself. Just let go of all that stuff. You don't have to do anything with the thoughts. Just simply bring your mind back. What do I see? What do I feel? I'm going to say that again because it's super important. You don't have to do anything with the thoughts. Simply bring your mind back to what you're seeing and whatever it is that you're feeling in your body. That's the change agent. Okay, so let's pick something where you feel this over focus. You already know for sure what I mean. Where you just can't let it go. And what I'd like you to do is, of course, you've been thinking about it, you know what it is, but now I want you to actually see that situation in an image, or that person in an image. It'll come to you. Let it come to you. Don't create it. You may be surprised or not. That's not important. So see the situation. See the project, the person, whatever you're seeing, and really look at it for a while. I'm going to encourage you to pause and always give yourself more time, because I'm going to go without big pauses so everybody can go at their own speed. Notice how you feel as you are focused on this situation. Or maybe you may see yourself in a situation and feel like you have no other solution, no other place to go. You cannot solve this thing. You feel locked in. So you actually want to see that and let yourself experience it. Pause as you need to, and then come back. Now, again, you want to notice how you're feeling. It's probably fairly tight. Maybe even you have a headache. I don't know. You don't need one. And you may feel lost or sad, or like you don't have room to move, no options. If you're not feeling that way, then you might want to let go of this one and let one come up, let an image come up, a situation come up where you feel so tight. Or maybe there's a deadline that you have to meet. Or maybe you're thinking about how to leave the house safely, or whatever it is. Pause if you need more time. Now, in this image, you're looking at it. Now, what I'd like you to do is start to open up what you can see in this image. So you're actually seeing more and more and more of the periphery of the image. What's beyond the part that you were over-focused on or focused on before? See the periphery around the previous image and really look and notice what's there. Everybody's image is going to be completely different. Watch whatever attracts your attention in the periphery and spend some time. Pause the recording in a moment and spend some time. See what's out there. See it and feel it. It doesn't need to be a quote solution. Just see it and feel it. Pause the recording and really give yourself some time. All right, so you've paused, you've come back, and you spent some time letting yourself see what's in the periphery. Most likely, something out there began to make you feel differently, less locked, more at ease, less afraid. If it didn't, what I would encourage you to do is go back and spend a little bit more time. If you were able to feel a shift in you, even a little shift is a shift in the right direction, so don't negate it. Okay, that's a great start. Anything to get you out of the over tension, which is horrible for our bodies and our minds and for the people around us and our whole self. So let's say you were able to see something in the periphery that actually gave you more ease. But you couldn't feel it. You could see it, but you couldn't let yourself feel it. Okay, that's still great. It is a definite step in the right direction towards lessening the tension. So just don't force yourself to feel. Just watch and see it. Spend a little bit of time with it, but without trying to force yourself to feel or do anything different. That's really critical. When I did this recently with a client, she was feeling a lot of tension in her family around some of the things that have had to change in her family's life because of the situation, the COVID situation, and sheltering in place. And she just felt sad and forlorn and not able to do anything different and neglected. And as she opened up to the periphery, she began to see all kinds of things that she hadn't noticed yet, which gave her a lot of relief in her body. She was so surprised that they were there. And because of the overfocus, she hadn't been able to actually take them in. And she left the session, well, it's a phone session, but she left the session feeling so much more relaxed and empowered and more connected to the people around her, because that kind of overfocus just shuts us down. In another video, what I'm going to work with you with is I'm going to deepen one of the earlier videos where we're really going to work with ways that your personal developmental history is probably keeping you locked down right now more than is helpful to you, because the patterns that we have get worse under stress. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you, and be well inside and out, and I'll see you in your next video recording. Bye for now.